Hello friends, welcome to our channel. In this lecture, I would like to show how to analyze a continuous beam by using Canis method. So see here in this example, one end of the beam is simply supported, another end of the beam is fixed, and B and C are the joints which is called intermediate supports. So see here, first of all we have to calculate fixed end moments. So see here in this beam, AB is a span consists of an concentrated load eccentrically placed on a span. What is the formula for that one? M bar AB equal to minus WAB square by L square. Here where W equal to this 100 kilonewton and A equal to 3 meters, B equal to 2 meters and L equal to over particular length of that span AB. So 5 meters. Then substitute in this formula and simplify by using your calculators, then you will get this minus 48 kilonewton meter. Similarly, M bar BA equal to what is the formula? Plus WA square B by L square. So where W equal to 100, A will be 3, B will be 2 and L will be total length of that span. Similarly, if you simplify by using your calculator, you will get 72 kilonewton meter. Friends, see the span BC here. So span BC consists of an UDL, that is uniformly distributed load over entire span. So what is the formula for that one? Minus WL square by 12. So that one will be here. See here, where W equal to 20, L equal to length of that particular span BC 6 meters and 12 equal to already in the formula. So if you substitute the values in this formula and simplify by using your calc, you will get 60 kilonewton meter. Similarly, M bar CB equal to opposite side WL square by 12. So you will get 60 kilonewton meter. So then go to the next span, that is M bar CD. So where CD span consists of a concentrated load exactly placed at the center position. What is the formula for that one? Minus WL by 8 and M bar D is equal to plus WL by 8, where W equal to 50 kilonewton and L equal to length of that particular span. Then if you simplify in your calculators, you will get minus 25 kilonewton meter and plus 25 kilonewton meter. Friends, already we derive all this formula in the chapter 1. So if you want, you see that videos also. Already I uploaded in my channel. So then go to the next step, that is rotation factors. So see here in this problem, there will be one end A is simply supported, another end D is fixed, but B and C is a joints, intermediate joints. Wherever joints, you have to take that one. So first of all, write down the table like this: joint and member. So where relative stiffness is denoted by K, total relative stiffness is denoted by sigma K, and your rotation factor formula will be equal to U equal to minus 1 by 2 K by sigma K. So see here, I will explain directly in the diagram itself. So joints are B and C, but connecting members for that particular joint B will be BA and BC are the connecting member for joint B. Similarly, CB and CD are the connecting members for this joint C. So see here, I wrote clearly here joint B and C, member BABC for joint B and member CB and CD for joint C. Then see here friend, already I gave one note point here. When forend is simply supported, relative stiffness will be equal to 3 by 4 times of I by L. When forend is fixed, your relative stiffness will be equal to I by L. So friends, see here, when it will be forend and when it will be near end, and when at what is the step you have to take forend and near end. See here, I am going for the member BA relative stiffness. For that one, member BA. So member BA, I am at the B position and looking A. So for B, A is the forend. Member BA means for B, A is the forend. Here A is simply supported. At that condition, we have to take relative stiffness will be equal to 3 by 4 times of I by L. So write down here like this, 3 by 4 times of I by L, where I equal to, see here in the question, there will be no any property given in that question. That is the reason where I equal to I. What about L? L equal to this length of this span, that even will be equal to 5 meters. So see here, 3 by 4 times of I by 5. So 3 by 20 into I, or else you can simplify in decimal form, 0.15 I you will get. Then go to the next span, that is BC. BC equal to, so see here, I am at the member B and I am seeing C. Here C is a intermediate support. See here, this is a end support, that is the reason I am considering as a simply support. But C is the intermediate support. Intermediate supports always considered as a fixed support. That is the reason for B, C is a foreign and that too intermediate support. Intermediate support is considered as a fixed support. That is the reason I am taking relative stiffness will be equal to I by L. So where I equal to here 2I and L equal to 6. 2I by 6 equal to I by 3. So see here I am taking directly 2I by 6, that one will be equal to I by 3, and simplify in the decimal form you will get 0.33I. So friends, immediately what is the sigma k? Sigma k equal to sum of the relative stiffness. Sum of the relative stiffness means don't take joint B and C connectively. Take sigma k only for that particular joint. So for that particular joint, sigma k means BA plus BC, that connecting numbers BA plus BC. So means 0.15I plus 0.33I. If you add this one, if you sum this one, you will get 0.48I. Okay, after that one move to the rotation factors, and I will tell after that this one. First of all, U equal to minus 1 by 2, I am calculating BA relative rotation factor, where U equal to here minus 1 by 2 K by sigma K is our formula. I am calculating BA relative stiffness rotation factor. So for that one I am taking relative stiffness for BA equal to 0.15 I am substituting here, and sigma K will be equal to take entire joint relative stiffness, that is 0.4548I. So see here 0.48I. So then simplify in your calculator, you will get minus 0.16. Similarly for BC equal to I by L, relative stiffness will be equal to 0.33I and total relative stiffness will be equal to 0.48I into minus 1 by 2. If you simplify this one, you will get minus 0.344. So you will get rotation factors for BA and BC. Then go to the CB and CD. So see here friends, I am going for the member CB. So see here, I am at the member C and I am looking B. B is a intermediate support. That is the reason I am considering as a fixed support. So I am taking here relative stiffness will be equal to I by L. That one will be equal to 2I by L. So see here directly. So 2I by L, that one will be equal to 0.33I. So then go to the next support, next span CD. So I am at the C position and I am looking D. So D is a fixed here. So D is a fixed means you will take directly I by L. Relative stiffness will be equal to I by L. So substitute wherever I for CB equal to 2I. Here wherever I equal to I, because there is no any another value given. So I equal to I here. So if you simplify here, sum of the total relative stiffness for that particular joint C will be equal to CB plus CD, that one will be equal to 0.588. And after that, if you want to calculate rotation factors means U equal to minus 1 by 2. For CB, K will be 0.33I and sigma K will be 0.58I, and simplify in this formula, substitute in this formula and simplify, you will get this one directly minus 0.284. Similarly, if you do where K equal to 0.25I and 0.58 is sigma K, then you will get this one minus 0.22. Friends, what I want to tell here means you always remember here two important points. NDA is simply supported, that is the reason I am considering here relative stiffness BA equal to 3 by 4 times of I by L. But if you looking for BC and CB, these are also simply supported one, but here these two are the intermediate supports. That is the reason I am considering these two foreigns in B and C as a fixed support. Okay, but A and A is simply supported, D is fixed support, B and C is intermediate support but considering as a fixed support. So you always remember this step. This is a very important point. Okay, then go to the Canis model diagram. So already in the last example also I shown one Canis model diagram. Here NDA is simply supported. Wherever joints we have to draw like this, B and C, and similarly wherever fixed I am writing fixed symbol like this. After drawing like this, first of all you have to write down fixed moment AB here. For BA a fixed moment here, for BC fixed moment here, for CB fixed moment here, for CD fixed moment here, for DC fixed moment here. After that one we have to make it sum of the fixed moments means sigma FPM. So sum of the fixed moments means particular joint B, BA plus BC, you have to write down in this box. Similarly for joint C fixed moments means CB plus CD. Sum of the fixed moments for joint C means CB plus CD. So you have to write down here. And after that, we have to write down rotation factors also. Rotation factor for BA will be, you have to write down in this area. Rotation factor BC, you have to write down in this area. Rotation factor CB, write down here. Rotation factor CD, write down in this box. Then calculate rotation moments only at the joints and connecting members. So joint B and C, you have to calculate rotation moments only at the joints. No need to calculate at the ends. That is at AB and DC. So you always take down rotation moments at ends will be equal to 0. And at the same time, you have to calculate rotation factor for rotation moment for BA and write down here 1, 2, 3. And rotation member BC 1, 2, 3 here. Like that, how many tiles you will get means we have to write down those rotation moments continuously here. Okay. Then we will go to the move to the problem. So first of all, see here, this is one of the diagram. So I am writing AB fixed moment will be minus 48, BA fixed moment will be 72, BC fixed moment will be minus 60, CB fixed moment will be 60, CD fixed moment will be minus 25, DC fixed moment will be 25. So that so see here, after completion of the fixed moments, then you have to write down the rotation factor. So rotation factor BA will be equal to minus 0.156. You have to write down in this box. And similarly, rotation factor BC value here, rotation factor CB value here, rotation factor CD value here, and rotation factor DC value. There is no rotation factor for CD and AB. So okay, after that one, so you please remember here in the last step, that is in the last diagram, end A is fixed. That is the reason we directly go to the procedure, that is calculating for the rotation moments. But here there will be some fixed moments, that is minus 48 will be there at end A. So at the simply supported end, always moment will be equal to 0. Your final moment will be equal to 0. That is the reason you have to make this fixed moment also 0. So for making that fixed moment, what happens? So there will be minus 48. So I am taking same value with opposite sign, that is plus 48. So and I am taking plus 48 here, and I am adding these two. I will get simply supported end will be 0. Why? Because at the simply supported end, moment will be 0. After that one, whatever the value you take here, you please carry to its far end, means carry over to its far end. So how much we have to carry? Only half of the moment will be carried to its far end. So 48 means 48 by 2. So that one will be equal to 24. Then already in the BA there is fixed moment 72. So after that one 24 you get after balancing. So then you have to sum these two fixed moments. You have to sum these two fixed moments and make and add this one. Then you will get 96 here. So BA fixed moment will be 96 here. So after that one, what we have to do? Sum of the fixed moment means you have to take down this 96, not this 72. After finalizing this fixed moment BA, that is 72 plus 24, you will get 96. Then after that one, you will add these two. For sum of the fixed moments, you add this one, 96 plus 60 means 96 minus 60 will be equal to 36, and write down in this box. Similarly, you have to write down CB fixed moment here in the sum of the fixed moment. In this box, we have to write down sum of the fixed moments 35. So how you have to write down this one? 60 plus 25, that one will be equal to minus 60 minus 25 will be equal to 35. So you have to write down in this box sum of the fixed moment for that particular joint C. So after that one, you have to go for calculation, calculating the rotation moments. So friends, see here, in the first step I am calculating rotation moments. So assume here in the first step there will be no rotation moments at all. In the first step, entire rotation moments will be 0. In the first step I am calculating this rotation moment 1 at the BA. So what is the formula for calculating rotation moment? So rotation moment will be denoted by m dash, that one will be equal to u. What is that u? Rotation factor into what is this sigma fm, sum of the fixed moments plus sum of the foreign rotation moments. So friends, see here, I am calculating m dash BA, rotation factor at rotation moment at BA, that one will be equal to u equal to rotation factor. So I am taking for BA rotation factor BA value minus 0.156 into sum of the fixed moment means this one. For joint B, sum of the fixed moments will be equal to 96 minus 60. We have to write down directly here, or else you can take directly this value. Okay, plus what is the formula? Sum of the foreign rotation moment. For B, what is the sum of the foreign rotation moment? For B, A and C is the foreign's. So if I am calculating BA rotation factor, for BA, AB and CB are the foreign's. At the same time, CD and DC are also foreign's for BA. But we no need to consider CD and DC rotation moments. Why? Because CD and DC is not a connecting member for BA. For BA, both AB and CB are the connecting members. At the same time, you don't take BC rotation moments also for BA. Why? Because for BA, BC is the near end. So you always remember this point. You can revise this one and repeatedly see that note point. What I am telling, you clearly observe that one. At the same time, in the first step, for AB rotation moment is 0, and here in the CB also rotation moment 0 in the first step. After completion of the first trial, you will get this one. So don't take this one. In the first step, rotation moment for CB also 0 here. That is the reason in the first step I am taking both AB 0 and CB 0. Then if you simplify this one, you will get minus 5.62 kilonewton meter. So you have to write down this one directly here. Similarly, I am going for M bar BC. I am calculating M bar BC rotation factor. So M bar BC equal to minus 0.344 means U into sum of the fixed moments will be equal to 36 plus 0 at AB plus for BC, CB is the far end. For BC, BA is the near end and AB is the far end. For BC, BA is the far end. Therefore, in the first trial, CB value will be 0 here. That is the reason I am taking CB also 0. And if you simplify this one, you will get minus 12.384 kilonewton meter. So after simplifying this one, you directly write down here. Then go for rotation moment CB. So see here, what is the formula? U. For U, that one will be equal to minus 0.284 into sum of the fixed moment will be equal to 35 plus. See here, for CB, already you calculated this rotation moment for PC. So you write down foreign rotation moment for CB equal to one will be BC, another will be DC. For DC, I am taking here directly 0 and BC, that one will be minus 12.384. So I am writing here that so if you simplify this one, you will get this minus 6.42 kilonewton meter. So friends, you please remember this one. For CB, BC and DC are the far ends. For CB, CD is the near end. At the same time, for CB, both BA and AB are the far ends. But you no need to consider for CB, BA and AB rotation moments. Why? Because for CB, only BC and DC are the connecting members, not AB and BA. So you please remember this point. Then move to the next trial, next step, that is M bar CD. So for M bar CD, U equal to minus 0.216 into sum of the fixed moment value will be equal to 35. So I am writing here plus far end for CD will be sum of the far end rotation moments. So far end for CD will be one will be 0, another will be minus 12.384. So one will be 0, another will be minus 12.384. If you want to see here, I am writing here rotation moment 1. So that is 12.384. So if you simplify this one, minus 489 kilonewton meter. So after simplifying, immediately you have to write down here. For CD rotation moment, I am writing here. For CB rotation moment, I am writing here. So after calculation of the first trials only, you will get all these first rotation moment values. Then go to the trial 2. So here there will be totally simplified four trials, but I will show only 2 trials. Why? Because all the another 2 trials also similar to that first 2 trials. So I am showing one more trials also for your convenience. So see here, for M dash BA, U equal to minus 0.156 into sum of the fixed moment will be 36 plus 0. But at end A and D, always rotation moments will be 0. For BA, far end will be AB. So that one will be 0. And for BA, another far end will be CB. So in the first step, there is no rotation moment at CB. That is the reason I am considering 0 here. So in the next step, there will be first trial rotation moment in the CB. That is the reason I am considering here far end rotation moment CB will be minus 6.42. And I am applying here, and after that one I am simplifying in your by using your calculator. You will get minus 4.61. Immediately after simplifying, you write down here minus 4.61. Then m bar bc. So see here, m bar bc means minus 0.344 into sum of the fixed moment 36 plus some foreign rotation moment, one will be 0, another will be minus 6.42 only. So see here, one will be 0, another will be minus 6.42. So and simplify this one, you will get a minus 10.175 kilonewton meter. Again, so I am calculating. After simplifying this one, you immediately write down here and calculate this one, m bar cb rotation moment for m bar cb. So I am not seeing any formula, I am directly applying here itself. If you are better in this procedure, no need to write down this formula and directly simplify in your calculators. See here, I am telling here itself, for m bar cb, u equal to minus 0.284 into sum of the fixed moments 35 plus foreign rotation moments, one will be 0 at DC, another will be minus 10.175 at the BC position. So there will be two trials. After calculation of the second trial rotation moment at BC, you get two trials, but you take whatever you obtained recently. So here recent rotation moment will be minus 10.175 and take down here and simplify that one, you will get minus 7.05. So I am, after simplifying, I am writing here minus 7.05 for CB. Similarly, go to the CD. So for CD, you will do sum of the fixed rotation moment plus foreign rotation moment. So u equal to minus 0.216 into fixed moments will be 35 plus foreign rotation moment. For CD, foreigns are BC and DC. For DC, rotation moment one will be 0, and for CB, rotation moment another one will be BC, that one will be equal to minus 10.175 and take down here and simplify here. That one will be equal to minus 5.36 kilonewton meter. So after that point, immediately you write down here, that one will be minus 5.36 kilonewton. Friends, you simplify again two more trials, you will get these values. So at how many steps you have to stop these trials means, you observe here clearly. For first point there will be minus 5.62, second 4.61, third and fourth trial the values are very near, that is 4.52 and 4.51. So observe here also the values are very near, 7.11, 7.12. So here see here, there will be two values equal. At that time, at that repeated time, you have to stop this procedure, then your rotation moments will be obtained. Okay, so up to, actually the procedure will be, you have to get similar values, but in the examination purpose there is no that much of time. So that is the reason you can go just for 3 or 4 trials, it is enough for your semester purpose. Okay friends, after that one I am moving for the final moments directly. So what is the final moments formula? M equal to fixed moments plus 2 into near end rotation moments plus 1 into foreign rotation moments. Friends, there will be a span, continuous span, AB, BC, CD span. So I am taking individual span AB, BC and CD. And always remember, whenever you are calculating final moments for AB, if I am calculating final moment for AB, AB is a near end, and for AB, BA is a foreign. Similarly, for BA is a near end, and BC for BA, AB is a foreign. Similarly, for this one, for BC, CB is foreign, and for CB, BC is foreign. For CD, DC is foreign, and for DC, CD is foreign. You can divide individually and then you can calculate that one, then only your final moments will be very easy. So then go to the formula. Final moment for M equal to, so here M end A final moment will be 0. Already we simplified this one, fixed moment also, because of the simply supported end A will be 0, final moment will be 0 because of the simply supported end, MAB equal to 0. So already I written here. So then go to the MBA. For MBA, some fixed moment for MBA. So see here, what is the fixed moment for MBA? 72 plus 24 equal to 96. So I am taking that fixed moment 96 plus 2 into it is near end rotation moment. So what is that near end rotation for BA? What is that near end rotation BA? For BA, recently obtained rotation moment will be minus 4.51. That is the rotation moment. 2 into near end means that is the rotation moment for BA, near end rotation moment. So I am taking here 2 into near end rotation moment minus 4.51 plus 1 into foreign rotation moment. So if you write down 1 into or else directly foreign rotation moment, there is no difference. So foreign rotation moment for BA is AB only, for AB only. So I am taking here directly 0. So on simplify this one, you will get 87 kilonewton meter. Friends, why I am saying means, while calculating the final moments, you divide individual spans and then you calculate this one. Otherwise, you will confuse. While calculating rotation moments for BA, both AB and CB are the foreigns. But while calculating final moments for BA, you can divide individual spans. Then for BA, AB only the foreign. That is the major difference what I am telling here. So first of all, divide spans individually and then you will calculate. So if I am showing directly here, so you please remember the formula for calculating BC final moment: fixed moments plus 2 into its near end rotation moments plus its foreign rotation moment. So see here, fixed moment will be minus 60 plus 2 into its near end rotation moments means 2 into minus 9.94 plus foreign rotation moment is minus 7.12. So see here, 60 minus 2 into minus 9.94 plus into minus 7.12. If you simplify this one, you will get minus 87 kilonewton meter. Similarly, if I want to calculate CB fixed final moment means fixed moment will be 60 plus 2 into its near end rotation moment is minus 7.12 plus 1 into its foreign rotation moments means minus 9.94. If you simplify this one, you will get 36 kilonewton meter. At the same time, for CB, for CD, fixed moment will be minus 25 plus 2 into its near end rotation moment is minus 5.41 plus 1 into its foreign rotation moment is, for CD, foreign rotation moment is DC. So that one will be 0. If you simplify in your calculator, you will get minus 36 kilonewton meter. And finally, M bar DC. So here NDI is simply supported, that is the reason here you will get 0, but ND there will be one moment. So you calculate that one. Fixed moment is 25 plus 2 into its near end will be 0 plus foreign rotation will be minus 5.41. 25 minus 5.41 you will get similarly approximately 19 point something. I directly take approximate value, that is 20 kilonewton meter. Friends, see here, like that you will get final moments. For final moments, you divide spans individually and then calculate, then only it will be easy for you. At the same time, see here how you will get know our analysis will be correct in the end stage. So see here, at the joints, at joint B, always connecting members will be equal to 0. Some of the moments at a particular joints will be equal to 0. Sir, for B, BA and BC. So see here, member BA plus BC will be equal to plus 87 minus 87. So you will get 0 here. Similarly, for joint C, MCB plus MCD. So you will get 36 minus 36. That one will be equal to 0. So friends, see here, some of the moments at a particular joints will be equal to 0. So if you get this checkpoint, then your analysis, you assume that your analysis will be correct here. Okay, you always remember these points. After that one, based on this one, you can draw bending moment diagram. If you want, you can calculate shear force diagram also. So friends, in the next part, I will show how to draw the bending moment diagram and shear force diagram. You please remember all these steps. Okay.